This fall, I'm all about faces and places. Hey guys, so for the first day of Faces and Places, or is it Places and Faces? Faces and Places, Places and Faces. Faces and Places. Got it. Okay, anyway, I decided to start with a state, and I started with Virginia, VA, because it's where I'm from. So I just figured I know it the best. I've lived here my whole life. I really took a lot of inspiration from things like the Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah, as well as some of the like Yorktown, Jamestown, Williamsburg, with like some matte white and a mattish lip, just very old-fashioned looking, because of course it was one of the first colonies of the United States. So it's got a lot of history going on there. You know, mother of the presidents, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, Woodrow Wilson. I don't know who the two in between were, but you get it. There's a lot of people from here. And then a little red on the cheeks to represent we got a lot of apples and stuff out west. My family goes apple picking every year around Columbus Day, so that's fun. Anyway, if you want to see how to do this look, please stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start by priming my lid with Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Okay, so I'm going to start with a base, which will give me that bluish purple tone of the Blue Ridge Mountains. I'm going to take that on the outer bit of my eye here. And then just blend it with my finger. If it's not perfectly even, we will be putting shadow there, so it's not a huge deal. Now for eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and start with a white color. I'm just going to go ahead and take Heaven by Too Faced. It's just a matte off-white on the inner rib there. To me, it represents how we have so many like historic buildings here in Virginia. If you go to like Richmond or Jamestown or whatever, and for the most part those have the white because it's colonial style and it has pillars and all that. So that's where I got that from. For those inquiring minds that might exist, I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and take another shadow. This is NYX, and you could just take the white-ish color from here, but the NYX Rock and Roll Trio, I'm going to take that bluish color and just blend that into the outer corner and crease. And we do want that bluish color to kind of fade up from the crease, similar to what the mountains actually do, which is they're purple because you're seeing the tips fading out over the skyline. And now I'm just going to take that and a bit of, I'll just take that matte white again and use that to kind of fade out that blue. I do want to add a little something else. Hold on. I'm going to take just a bit of this purpley color from the NYX box of eyeshadows and use that again to kind of create a purpley tone to that blue. Okay, and then as far as I wanted to add a bit of green to this look, being that the state flower is the dogwood, which is white and green and like a yellowy tone, but I really want to make sure to get that kind of tone going on. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Neutrogena Nourishing Eyeliner in Twilight Blue, which obviously is not green. It's very similar to the eyeshadow I already put on. And that's going to create a tone to the green that will go with the blue well. And I'm going to be putting a green on top of this. And then you can see this one has a little less white. We can touch that up later. I'm going to go ahead and take a pencil brush. Pencil brush and smudge a bit of a green on top of that. Yeah, I'm going to take this green, it's very bright, right here. And I do think we have a lot of woods and stuff if you go out west, and fields and all that here in Virginia, so that's what the green will kind of do. And smoking it over the blue will kind of deepen it. Just kind of want to touch up that white just ever so slightly. So I'll be taking that on my shadow brush and just popping it right on the inner bit again. And then here on the lower lash line, I'm going to keep it kind of simplistic, I guess. I'm just going to take a bit of, what will I take? I'm going to take a bit of like a soft brown, any old brown will do. I'm going to take this one down here. It's kind of got an orangey tone. And that's just because I do want to get a little brown going on here. I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara, just my very favorite, which is L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes, and then I'll be back to show you face and lips. Okay, so for cheeks, I'm actually going to be taking this NYX palette and getting a color out of here. I do want this kind of red tone right here, because we do have a lot of apple orchards out west, and I thought that would kind of represent that, as well as the cardinal, which is our state bird. So I'm going to take a little red and make that my blush. I'm just going to blend that out a little because I don't want it to be too harsh. Okay, and then I'm going to take, for the lips, I don't know what I'm going to take for lips. I haven't actually thought about it too much. A little of NYX B52 to get kind of a reddy brown color, like, I don't know, bricks or whatever. I promise there is some logic to this, even if it doesn't appear like there is. Plus it goes really well with the eyes. And I was going to put some gloss over it, but you know what? I think I'll leave it at that. Okay, so there is my finished Virginia look for my first in my state series. I mean, it could go for a lot of states because it's got the blues and the greens, which represent lots of things, but why I kind of took this as Virginia inspired is the Blue Ridge Mountains, which was really my main inspiration because it's a very beautiful site, as well as green to represent. We have a lot of forests, like Shenandoah National Park is out in the west, and then a little white to represent the history, and that doesn't really show through as much, but the fact that I kept the lips also kind of matte, simple, it kind of represents the history that is very rich here. So that's about all, and hope you guys enjoy this. If you want to tell me more about your state, do comment it or inbox it. By the time you see this, I will have already pre-filmed a few, but there's a lot of states like in the Midwest area that I've never been to, so I don't want to attempt to know them if I don't at all. So that's about it. So please like this video if you like it. Subscribe if you want to see more state looks as well as other things. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!